the fact that we're able to do a show with 4 women and be somewhat well received, I think really speaks to the fact that our fan base really supports diversity and supports women in football.
Dog. They gotta play us!
What is up, everybody? Hooday, and welcome back to Tigress Talk. It is weeks 3 and 4 that we're discussing tonight. We are back in the win column, so thank you guys all so much for joining us. I'm Jess, aka Hooday, and I'm joined by my besties, Jerry and Kayla. I must say, I don't even know what I just said. I almost just stumbled over the real thing. I don't even know how I would mix those up, but thank you, ladies, so much for joining me. Thank you, everybody watching live. We appreciate you. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. We appreciate that. Whew, back in the win column. Feels good.
Oh, yeah.
It was a really good time in Carolina. It wasn't a bad drive. It was an easy drive for us. Unfortunately, not so much for our friend James. If you saw the saga on Twitter, that was a little bit scary.
So scary. Yeah.
I was, anytime we're so spoiled in this age of cell phones, if we can't get a hold of somebody, it's I feel like we all get a little panicky, but James actually made friends in Asheville and ultimately arrived safely. So we are very thankful for that and thankful for all the Bengals fans in Charlotte. I was very blown away by that. And then I think Zach even mentioned it on his presser when T had that first big catch and everybody was yelling T. I felt like that's when you kind of felt the impact of all the fans being there in Charlotte. Could you guys tell on TV that there was a lot of people there, a lot of Bengals fans?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
It was amazing. It was so cool. It was so great. I don't know that there's been another away game that's been like that and maybe I'm wrong, but
the Tampa game felt like that because you could hear the Who Dey chants on TV. The Bills game, you could hear the Who Dey chants, and the San Francisco game, there were so many Who Dey chants there. Like we are sneaky like travelers.
I
think that we're definitely getting some more miles under our belts. That's for sure.
Awesome, love it. Fans of Cincy, obviously, always a great time. Tailgate, great spread there, and we ran into the comedian Michael Turner, who I'm a huge fan of. And I turn around and Cap is like got a microphone in his face talking to Michael Turner. And I'm like, what is happening right now? I was
not surprised.
Oh, it was so amazing. It was such a fun weekend from start to finish. And then we get into the stadium and there's Andy Dalton and we're sitting in the second row and we're like, hi, Andy. And he runs up to us.
Yeah.
And funny story about Andy Dalton. When Andy Dalton was in Cincinnati, I loved Andy Dalton, obviously. I still love Andy Dalton. I'll always love Andy Dalton. But when he was in Cincinnati, we were big supporters of his charity, loved everything he was doing in town. He did a lot for the families in Cincinnati. I don't know that a lot of people realized the impact that his foundation made. He made it possible for families of children with disabilities to get like the equipment that they need, like for their vehicles and for their homes and things like that. These things are very expensive. So his foundation helped out a lot of families in Cincinnati. When they left, JJ actually reached out to Cap, JJ Dalton, Andy's wife, reached out to Cap and was, he had made a comment like, oh, I wish I had a game ball. I've never gotten a game ball. I've always wanted an actual Bengals game ball. And so JJ actually reached out to him and she was like, we're going to send you a game ball and we're going to sign it for you. So nice show and tell, but sorry, Andy. And JJ signed it too.
Oh, that's so sweet. I love that.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. Cap's reminding me we specifically asked JJ to sign it, and she said no, and we insisted. So, so anyways, that was a cool moment. And then I accidentally said "Who Day" to Andy, and I didn't mean to. I was not trying to be
muscle
rude
memory, you know.
Yeah.
You just.
I hope he didn't think I was being rude. Like that was like you know how those moments like haunt you forever. Like that's one of those moments that's gonna haunt me forever. Just saying "Who Day" to Andy Dalton after he was playing against the Bengals. So, Andy, I'm sorry. I love you. I swear I meant no disrespect by it. But then we were able to give JJ Dalton a wave also, and she was like, "Hi." So anyway, it was a great weekend, and always fun. Oh, Dockers is here. What's up, Andrew? He says, we'll be asleep for this. Okay, so he's not here. He pre-commented. Thank you, Andrew, for pre-commenting. We'll be asleep for this, but Houday all miss you and Cincy greatly, even in this rough start. Jess, your Houday got in Andy's head, so game ball to you. Big Houday UK 10-year anniversary this Sunday. Oh, that's so awesome. That's so exciting. That's awesome. Well, thank you, Andrew. Thanks for commenting. Even if you're asleep right now, we appreciate you so much. Ross Incognito is here and says, as always, Houday 513. Houday Joe says, Houday ladies, Houday Joe. Nice to see you here. Joe Ball says, I've got y'all and Zim Houday on at the same time. Wow, that's dedication. Tells him we said hi. Animal Mother says, have mercy. Looking great. Houday ladies. Thank you, Animal Mother. Houday Joe says, it was terrifying not knowing where James was for 24 hours. Yes, Joe. Oh my God. Like I was sick to my stomach. And then it's funny because we saw him from afar. We were walking up to the fans of Cincy tailgate and I saw him like up ahead. And I said to Kev, I said, is that James? And he was like, I think so. I think that's James. And so I waved to him and he starts waving to me. And then but when he got closer, I had the wherewithal to get my phone out and, capture that moment of him and Cap embracing after not knowing where he was.
Yeah.
So, yes, we're all very thankful that James is okay. Joe Bell says you could hear the T every time he touched the ball. It was amazing. Amazing. Loved it. Michael Turner's the best, says Ross Incognito. Absolutely. He's so funny. I love his comedy. I love comedy in general, and our local Cincinnati comedians are amazing. Harrison the comedian, Josh Sneed, obviously. So I'm a huge fan of comedy. It was so cool to meet Michael Turner. So yeah, it was a super fun time. But fans of Cincy too, we got to it's cool because I don't know if you guys have ever been to an away game. The Houday Chicks are a tailgate of amazing women who they travel really well. They tailgate in Longworth, but they travel to a lot of the away games. And so we've gotten to meet and talk to a lot of them over the years, but we actually was able to kind of have an in-depth conversation with Miss Kay and April, some of those ladies. So it was really, really, it was a really good trip. We were there only a short amount of time. It was kind of more of a closed, it wasn't like a huge party. It was more of an intimate kind of thing on Saturday night. So it was cool to have that opportunity to talk to everybody. But as far as the game, first half, Trey tips the Dalton pass. That was great. I thought Andy Dalton actually looked really good. So I was like, okay, Andy. And then Val getting the pick. Chase Brown scoring the touchdown, which I think anybody who's watched this show for any length of time knows that we are huge Chase Brown fans and are rooting for him and are so happy. 5 seconds left in the first quarter. You got that touchdown. That was amazing. Jamar Chase is Jamar Chase. 63-yard touchdown, which was so beautiful to see. I mean, honestly, this offense as a whole was a masterpiece. Hang it in the Louvre, literally the best. Unfortunately, there was some back and forth scoring. Zach Moss took the 1-yard reception for a touchdown just before the half. So that was a great way to end that first half, I thought. And then we got the ball to start the second half. So then Chase Brown got his second touchdown. He had to. And then McPherson got 2 field goals, including a 56-yarder. So I was happy to see Money Mac doing Money Mac things. but yeah, it was really good. Just one turnover for each team, and that the turnover by Joe, I think, was just kind of a broken play, just kind of a freak thing. But I'm loving this offense. I really am. I feel like this is the offense that we've always deserved. That Joe Burrow has deserved, Cincinnati has deserved. We deserve this offense with these amazing, running backs have been great for a while, but these tight ends, everybody clicking together, the offensive line playing well.
The offensive line.
Yeah, I can't believe how good they.
I want to cry every time I think about them.
Literally. And Mims, I'm so glad to see Mims back. And he was like not even the best player on the line that day. I mean, I feel like everybody is just doing so well. And I just am like a proud mama with this offense. I just could not be happier with this offense. And I love that, I love games like Sunday where we get out to a good lead. We get to see the running game a little bit more. It's a little bit more even as far as running and passing. And I just love that aspect of it. I love the running game. I love it when we can get that going. So for me, it was just an overall amazing day on offense. Obviously not perfect, but probably as close as we were at in this. And I feel like Joe Burrow looks like mid-season Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
At this point, and I'm so glad to see it because we needed that. Rebecca's here. What's up, Rebecca? She says offense is dialed in. Hopefully defense gets a swift kick in the ass for this Sunday. Yeah, Rebecca, this is going to be a test for our defense, I think. Ross says, bring on Sunday. Let's shock everyone. It's a shootout. We can win that. Yes, I agree, Ross. Rob Jiga says, hello from New York. Hello, Rob. Thank you for being here. He says, glad you guys won Sunday. How is BJ Hill? Is he okay? Thanks for the live show tonight. Well, thank you, Rob. Thanks for joining us. BJ Hill, we'll get to injuries a little later, but I think he practiced for part of the day today. So, and he did pregame warmups. So, I feel like that's been traditionally, if you kind of go through your pregame warmups, that's usually been a good sign that you're going to come back the next week. So I'm very hopeful, very, very hopeful. We desperately need some help on the D-line. So, and then after the game was over, I don't know that I've ever seen so many people asked to take a picture with Cap. He was literally like, it was so funny to me. Like, it's so funny to me. And I just kind of sit back. I just like will go walk a few steps and I'll just kind of turn around and I'll just watch because I think it's so funny that people want their picture taken with my husband.
I just had a flashback to when we were walking to the stadium for Monday night. And that guy was, when we were waiting across the street, and he was like, oh, I know who you are. And then he looked at you and he was like, just so serious. He's like, he'll be on the screen all the time. If you look up at the screen, you'll see him. He's always on there.
He was like, do you know who this is? I said, yeah, I'm a big fan of his. Which is true.
It was so funny. And then he was like, oh, wait.
He was like, wait, you're his wife. Right? Then he like put it together and then he felt really silly. And I was like, no,
it was so cute.
It was really
cute. It was really cute.
But yeah, it was such a good time. And then, we were kind of lunatics. We drove home after the game because we had a lot of stuff to do this week. So Cap's work's been crazy. So we drove home on Sunday night. So we get home around 3 a.m. But it was such a good time. I would do it all again in a heartbeat. I'm glad everybody made it safely. Wayne Downey says, love the running game last week. It would be very helpful to be able to run it again this week. Yeah, Wayne, I think so too. And I think getting out to an early lead, I think, is the key with the running game. And I think, if we can get out to an early lead and we can force the Ravens to throw the ball, I think that's going to be a good recipe for success against them. Do you want down? Okay. Hold on. All right. Sorry, my puppy wanted down. Rob Chica says, between the Schittsburg fans and Ravens here, this show is a godsend and saving grace. Sunday's game versus the Ravens will be crazy. Yeah. Rob, it's the first AFC matchup this season, which is kind of, I think, odd. Like, I feel like typically they're earlier. What'd you say? Hey, that's what I meant, AFC North. But typically I feel like they do earlier in the season. Like, what was it last year? We opened against the Browns up in Cleveland. So I feel like, it's kind of late for the AFC North games to get kicked off, but Bring it on. Bring it on.
Yeah.
So that's really all I got to say about Sunday. Let's do some game balls.
Hot, hot, hike.
All right, these are Whitney's game balls, even though she's not here to make them funny and cute. I have PFF grades, which is almost half as good. Alex Kappa, again, the highest PFF rated player on this offense. I mean, what a time to be alive. As a Bengals fan, it's just amazing. Grade was 86. I mean, amazing. Joe Burrow, 81. T. Higgins, 75. Eric All, our buddy, we love him. Well, I can't say buddy, but we're big fans of Eric All. 73.4. You know what I love about Eric All? Sorry. But you know what I love about Eric All is that he can really, you don't know what he's going to do when he's out there. When he's lined up, you don't know if he's going to throw a block. You don't know if he's going to catch a pass. I feel like with, Mike Gesicki is most likely going to catch a pass.
Yeah.
Drew Sample, he can do both, most likely to throw a block, but Eric All, literally, he can do it all. Ha, ha, ha. But I love that he makes this offense so much more dynamic when he's out there on the field. And he's had the most snaps of any tight end this past on Sunday. He had the most snaps of any tight end. So he's tight end number one.
Like, you can't stop looking at him when he's out there. Like, he's just so good. He plays with so much heart. I don't know.
I love it.
I saw Lou said something about him today, and I can't remember the exact quote, but it was something like he aggressively chooses violence or something like that. And
we love that.
Yes, that is like a kindred spirit right there. Because you know me, I choose violence every chance I get. Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, oh, I love it so much. It's
amazing.
You just love guys with heart.
We love it. We love it. And we love a local kid too.
Absolutely.
Chase Brown, 72.6. Orlando Brown Jr. quietly having an amazing season. 70.2. Cordell Volson, 69. Hey, nice. Jamar Chase, 68.5, rounds up to 69. Nice.
Nice.
So yeah, sorry, I'm a 12-year-old boy at heart, but
that's why we're all friends.
Yep.
But man, God, I just can't say enough good things about this offense. This is the offense that I waited my whole life for. Dax Hill on the defense was one of the highest rated. Well, this starts at 4. I'm confused. Anyway, 75.2.
The first few only had one snap.
Oh, okay. The first few only had one snap, so we don't count those. DJ Turner, 73.8, and Logan Wilson, 72.7. Obviously, Trey Hendrickson had that stinger, unfortunately, but sounds like he might be okay to go on Sunday. I hope he's all right. I tell you what, I know we say it almost every single week, but Trey Hendrickson is tough as nails and a very scary dude.
Yes.
I mean, I don't think he's human. Like, he is just, if he goes out there on Sunday and plays like a full game, I'm convinced that he is not a real human. He's just, he is superhuman. I don't think he feels pain. I think he comes out of games because people make him. But no.
Or that thing that I tweeted on Sunday that had the picture, and it was like the two personalities of Trey Hendrickson.
Yes.
And the guy had palm some Bible verse on his face, and the other guy had kill everybody. And I'm like, that is it, just Trey, just to a T.
It was like, you know how players will write on their little eye black tape or whatever that goes across their nose. Yeah, it was like two players on the same team, and they were standing next to each other, and one was like, Psalm something from the Bible, and the other one was like, kill everybody.
It was so funny.
Yeah, Cap says uncharacteristic game from Cam Taylor-Britt, but he'll bounce back, and Lou agrees. Yeah, that was just something.
And he's taking responsibility for it too. Like he knows, and he even said today, that's not going to happen again.
Right. We know it's not going to. I feel like, he's got a little bit of that Joe Burrow dog in him where he only needs to have one bad game, and then he is right, and so I believe that he will get right and have a great game on Sunday. I know he's going to ball out. So All right. So that's it for the game balls. Let's do some viewer questions. All right. So thank you guys all so much. Everybody who submitted questions on Twitter. I worked all day today, so I am currently pulling those up right now, but we appreciate the interaction on Twitter. Okay, so we've got Simple Bengals Fan says, "Who day to you, ladies? This week I ask, now that a month of football has passed and we're 1-3, what do you hope to see in the weeks to come? I love the offense, and while I know defense looks a bit rough right now, I have faith it will come together once players are healthy." Thank you so much, Simple Bengals Fan. I could not agree more. I think I definitely think the defense is going to keep getting better. I think tackling is going to get better every week. I think the health is hopefully going to only improve from here on out. Knock on wood, knock on all the wood. But yeah, and what do I hope to see in the weeks to come? I hope to see a winning streak that lasts until the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I think, I mean, I don't even think we've even seen the full potential of this offense yet, to be honest. Like, I know it's great. It's been great the past couple weeks, and there's a lot to be encouraged, but I think that we can even see more development from all. We haven't even really seen much of Burton yet. I mean, sky's the limit there. And then if we can just get defense to be like back to middle of the road or even a little bit better, like, we're going to be able to compete with anybody. It's just a matter of getting there again.
Yep. Well said. And then he says, one other question. What are your predictions for this week's game against the Ravens? Call me crazy, but I feel it's going to be a shootout with Bengals coming out on top 31-28. All right. Oh, look, Jeff from Sports with Strawberry Ice is here. He says, "Hoo day, Jeff. Thanks for joining us." Cap says, "And yet another year where some fans start out asking for Zach's job." Well, we don't acknowledge them. Thanks, Jeff, for being here. Oh, Dalton's here. What's up, Dalton?
Ooh.
He says, "I love our team, and I can't wait for the one season we bust the doors down by winning game after game after game. Shitty start this season, but they'll lock it in sooner than later. Hoo day, Dalton." I agree. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. Yeah, as far as your follow-up question about the Ravens game, I think it could very well be a shootout. I think I'm definitely taking the over on total points, and I think that it's gonna be a who comes out on top type of a day. So Rebecca says, "I'll have to watch the replay for the rest of the show off to DoorDash for my ticket fund. Hoo day. We do not approve of this DT hot seat narrative." Yes, Rebecca. Happy door dashing. Good luck, and thanks for being here for the first 23 minutes or so. We appreciate you. So yeah, I don't know. We can talk full predictions later, but yeah, I have to agree with you, Simple Bengals fan. M4N at Flash85 says, "I need Mike Gesicki to show up in the red zone this week. Bring his best effort." Okay. Yeah, that'd be great. I would love to see another big Gesicki touchdown. We could see him blow some kisses, that'd be great. Kevin Valentine says, "Hi. In your opinion, does Joe Burrow like Bengals captain's beard?" You know what?
Who doesn't?
Yeah.
I think yes, exactly, Jerry. That was going to be my argument because, I think everyone likes Bengals captain beard, Kevin. I know Kevin likes Bengals captain's beard. So, thank you, Kevin, for your comment. And I think yes, I think he does. So. Matthew Iser, I hope I'm saying that correctly, says, "How are we feeling about McKinley Jackson and Miles Murphy practicing today? Also, I am the only one who thought, sorry, I can't read, Matthew. Also, am I the only one who thought DJ Turner played really well last week?" What? Yeah. Thank you, Matthew. Yeah, I'm super encouraged by the guys coming back. And no, I don't think you're crazy because he had a great PFF grade. So yeah, he definitely played well last week. So
I legitimately squealed when I saw that they had that they were at practice, and then Trey was at practice.
Yeah.
And BJ.
Yep.
Yeah.
I just, like, everybody at work just knows, like, something's going on. Just, she's happy. We're not going to bother her.
Yeah.
So.
And, I've been, we were traveling and then I've been working. So I've missed some news, but I didn't, I was very pleasantly surprised that everybody was practicing. Like that was like
Trey shocked the crap out of me.
Greatest hopes and dreams have been realized that everybody is coming back hopefully this week. So amazing. Rob asked about T. Higgins news. I'm not sure about T. Higgins news. He's doing great. He's playing great. What? Yeah, he's doing great.
Yeah.
We want him to be here forever.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know of any other news. Yeah. All right. Well, let's do some conspiracy theories.
It's hard with the glasses. Help!
Do you remember that movie called Little Giants? Where like the kid, like that's what you remind me of with your football. Oh my god!
I just need some Alka-Seltzer to like be foaming at the mouth. Yeah.
Oh my god!
Was the girl's name on there? What's her name? Becky.
Yeah, and she was like they called her like the ice box or something.
Yes. Oh,
yes.
I'm gonna have to watch that soon. That's great.
It's such a good movie. I love that movie when I was a kid. The kid like wrapped in like a mattress.
Yeah.
Such a classic. Such a classic if you're of a certain age. All right. Conspiracy theory time. I have a couple. But my first one is that I really feel like after the first 3 games, every Bengals fan, who I believe every Bengals fan is a little superstitious, a little stitious. I think there's a range, but I think every Bengals fan has a little something. And I think every single one of us pulled out all the superstitions and just really, and I think maybe that's what tipped the tide finally. So I don't know if anybody listens to the Howard Stern show. There's a guy on that show called his name's JD Harmeyer, and he is a Bengals fan, and he's from Ohio, and he's on the Howard Stern show, living in New York now. And they always make fun of him, and so I like Howard Stern, but he basically said that he sat in his house alone and drank an entire bottle of champagne out of his Bengals champagne out of his Bengals stein, because that was lucky last year. And so they were like making fun of him for drinking a whole bottle of champagne. And I'm like, okay, easy, Howard. All right. First of all, that's like 4 glasses. Okay. But so I really feel like everyone kind of pulled out all their superstitions. And I think that is part of it. Jerry, I know you have something to say about this.
I just realized Brian went outside for the second half of the game.
Is he banished from the house?
Yes, who's not allowed back in the house anymore.
We were winning in the first half, though.
Yeah, but we like won in the second half. So I don't make the rules. I just listen to the football gods, and bye.
Yeah. Not so conspiracy theory. I jinxed the Panthers by giving any. Like, I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. I'm kind of sorry. Like, I would never disrespect Andy, but my team comes first above everybody. I'm so sorry, but it's a reflex. When I'm happy, I say "Hooday." I don't care if I'm at work, if I'm anywhere. Like, if I'm happy and I'm just like "Hooday," and he was like.
I saw a guy with a Joe Burrow jersey at Target on Sunday after the game. And I said, and I said, "Hooday," because I was also wearing my Joe Burrow jersey. And he looked at me like, what?
People are not ready for it.
And then he was like, oh, he was like, "Hooday." And I'm like, yeah. I get so mad when like they just look at me like I'm insane.
Yeah, you gotta say it back.
Cap he loves giving people hoodays in public. He loves it so much. And I would say probably maybe 20% of the time they are like shocked. I don't know what to say back. Right. And he said it's like telling the TSA agent, "I love you." Yeah. It's like, or have a safe flight. You too.
Yeah.
Like, do I look like I'm going on vacation, sir? But anyway, so that's my conspiracy theory. I think everything worked. Keep doing it. Don't whatever you did, do not change it. I think Santino has to fly to Las Vegas. I saw so, like whatever you did leading up to the game, everyone has to do it again and for the rest of time.
Yep.
I don't make the rules. It's just the way it goes.
Exactly.
All right. Any other conspiracy theories?
No?
No?
I don't think I have any.
Okay. All right. It's a lot more fun when we're winning. We don't have to like have a lot of conspiracy theories. All right. What's next? Let's do we need to talk. I'm sorry, Jerry. I'm just laughing at you struggling. That's your helmet. All you do is like scraping tinfoil.
If anybody ever wants to know just like how my life is going, that's a very accurate portrayal of just daily Jerry.
We love it. We love it. We Need to Talk is sponsored by Brimminghorn Meadery. Code Tigress gets you a discount on 2 or more bottles of mead. We love them. Thank you so much for being part of our show. What do we need to talk about this week, ladies?
So we kind of.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
You go, Kayla.
We kind of touched on the Cam Taylor-Britt of it all earlier, but I was wondering if you think that some of the smack talk from earlier in the season kind of has pushed him to try to want to prove it a little bit more, which has caused some issues, or if you think that it's just, a one-game fluke.
I personally am a huge fan of
I love
talking
the
smack
talk, so I hope it's
I
not
love
bad,
it.
but
Like, never stop. Like, talk more. Like, I love it so much. I don't care. Back it up. Don't back it up. I don't care. I just love smack talk. But
yeah.
yeah. I mean, maybe I don't know. I think something was in his head, maybe, or I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
It was just so uncharacteristic of him.
Very uncharacteristic. Very uncharacteristic. And that's what makes me think that it is not going to be a problem down the stretch. I think I don't know what happened. I hope everything is good and well in his life, but yeah, that was not the Cam Taylor Britt we know and love. So, and I know he'll be back. I have every faith that he'll be back.
Once he took accountability, I felt much better. It's always when like they don't acknowledge that, something was going on or something was off, and he's like, it won't happen again.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, his locker room, they interviewed him I think today after practice. I think Olivia tweeted about it. Yeah, taking full accountability, that was on me. And I think even after the game, I think they said that he said that won't happen again. And they didn't even have to say anything to him. He knew. And it was very obvious, but I think he's going to be great down the stretch. I'm not necessarily worried about him at all. But. All right, Jared, what you got?
All right. So we need to talk about the weather on Sunday. It's supposed to be like what, 80 something?
I
live in a swamp. I go to Ohio. I go to Cincinnati for my vacations
in October.
This is not what I ordered. What is happening? I don't want to sweat during the game. I want to be cozy or chilly or something.
It's gonna be warmer on Sunday than it was opening day.
I just
yeah. It's
Ohio's drunk. Ohio's always drunk.
It's always drunk, Jerry. You should know this. You're from here.
I know, but it's like I only get so many days where I don't have to be sitting in my own sweat every day. And usually the trips to Ohio help that, but nope.
Well, I, for one, I'm glad that you're coming. So first of all. There's that. But yeah, I was looking at the weather. But you know what though? I think the rain moved out. So I'm happy about that.
It was supposed to rain?
There was a chance of rain at one point, and that's why I check every day because it changes, So I check every day. I think the rain has moved out, but it is going to be warm, and it is a 1:00 game, and my seats are in the direct sunlight for 90% of the game, so it is going to be a sweaty one. So if you see me, mind your business.
Yeah, I am legitimately in town for 24 hours. I fly in that morning at like 5 a.m.
Good for you. Good. So, you'll be ready to tailgate then.
Yeah, I might just go to Longworth where I know.
Just find the Houday chicks, party with them for a little bit.
Sean Houday baby is there at like as soon as the sun comes up, basically. Yeah. So I'll just be waiting for you guys.
Go find Bengal Bomb Squad West and the Houday ladies in Longworth, and I'm pretty sure the Houday chicks. Sorry, I said ladies. Houday chicks. They're different. They go. I'm pretty sure there's no rules at Longworth. I think you can show up there at any time, day or night.
I do love Longworth. Has a part of my heart. The debauchery that goes on there is just always
fantastic. It's just
so much fun. Some of the best days I don't remember have been in Longworth. So.
That's amazing. Yes. Well, I am not excited to sweat my tail off, but I am excited to see you and everybody and all my friends. And it's this is the first week was a regular 1:00 game, but this is the first game in a while where it's been like a normal home game, 1:00. Those are always my favorite. 9 a.m. We're there, we're ready to go. So yeah, that'll be fun. It'll be fun. I want to talk about all the amazing stuff Cincy Hat is doing. Obviously, they're our besties. I got this. This is like the Cincy shirt, Cincy hat. So it's like my two loves, but it's really cute. It's got like tigers on it. I don't know if you can see, but super cute. And they just had an event at the stadium where they did CPR training. So that is something I'm obviously super passionate about. People learning CPR. Effective CPR saves lives. If people get CPR in the field, whether they live or die basically depends on if they have quality CPR or not. So it's such an important thing, and I'm so glad that they are doing these events. They're partnering with companies to help put on these events and get people trained to do CPR. So I was really excited to see that they were doing that. And then last night I couldn't make it, but at Kettering Health is the partner with the Bengals, and they did an event, and they had these really cute hats that Cap got to go. I didn't get to go, but they got these really cute hats. And of course, I feel like every hat we own at this time is signed by Ted. What'd you say? What colors? Cancer. Yeah, these are cancer ribbon colors. So that's the significance of those. So they did like mammogram screenings and all kinds of stuff, and they had when we get this bag. Got a bag. Who doesn't need another clear bag? I love a clear bag. There's like 5,000 of them. Never have too many. So yeah, I'm just I continue to be impressed by Ted and Matt Reaney and the Cincy Hat project and everything. Their reach, it's so much more than the Village of Marici, even though the Village of Marici is amazing. That's their main focus, but they have expanded their, everything that they're doing. And it's just so cool and exciting to watch I just feel like as Bengals fans, we're so lucky to have Ted Karras and all he brings to the city and the team and all the above. So super excited for that. As Captain said, I got to have a great convo about mammograms and fast MRI. Yeah. So there's lots of information out there if you're interested. Make sure you're getting your screenings and whatnot. So, okay. I think that's all I've got about that. Let's do Miss Jerry's prediction. All right, Miss Jerry, our resident psychic, your psychic powers were established versus the Ravens. So
they were.
I feel like this is something you're specifically in tune with. So what prediction do you have for us this week?
So I think it's going to be just AFC North football. Like, it's going to be dirty and it's going to be tough, and it's going to come down to, for one, whoever can control the turnovers, and who's just going to stick in there. I felt much better when I saw the guys come back for our defense today, and hopefully they'll all play and I will feel significantly better. But I feel like that also kind of lulls the Ravens into a false sense of security because they weren't expecting these guys to play, and maybe they're not all going to play. Maybe like one or two of them will play, but I don't think the defense that we saw on Sunday, the quality of that, I don't think that's what we see on this Sunday. I think it's going to be much better, and it's going to be stressful, but as long as we can control those turnovers and score in the red zone, I think we'll be okay.
Okay, you don't sound super confident, so I don't love that, but
Yeah.
I'm not as confident as I was when I said we were going to destroy them, because they did just come off of that huge, win against Buffalo. But we've got to think they haven't played that great, like the other few games, and everybody's beatable. It just depends on the day, and you've got to capitalize on what their weaknesses are, and we just got to stop the run, and we've done that with King Henry, and maybe he's still got a bit of a vendetta against us because we're the reason that we broke the Titans. But
yeah, it's funny because when they signed Henry in the offseason, I think Bridget mentioned this too. We were just kind of like,
Right.
but then he's really played well for them. But he played really well for the Titans as well. And even years where our defense was struggling against the run, I feel like we always kind of had an answer for him. And I don't know why. I don't know why that is, but he doesn't. And maybe I'm naive. Maybe I'm naive for saying this. Maybe I'm going to regret saying this, but Henry doesn't really scare me all that much. Lamar scares me a little bit. And their defense scares me a little bit. But I think that the Bengals are going into this game with the same mindset that they had against the Chiefs. And that is that they are going to plan their very best game. They are going to, execute. Everyone's going to do, play the best to the best of their ability, the way that they did against the Chiefs. And I think that's the kind of game that we see out of this team on Sunday. I really think that they're going to surprise a lot of people. I mean, we are not favored to win at home. So, I feel like everybody's counting us out, same as they did against the Chiefs. So I really feel like that bodes well for this team. I think this team really feels that they have something to prove. And I think that they are ready to kind of rise to that challenge and show everybody that they can be the AFC North champion this year. So just my thoughts. And again, maybe I will regret saying that, but I really feel good about Sunday. I feel like everyone's counting us out, and that will be to their detriment, like it typically is. Just my thoughts. What do you think, Kayla?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think that the Ravens are a pretty good team, but I think, I felt a lot better once I saw that Murphy, McKinley Jackson, Trey Hendrickson, BJ Hill were all practicing again. I mean, that is so huge for us because I really do believe in our offense, and I really do believe in the potential of our defense. It just hasn't been there yet, but
yeah, I feel like we're very close. We're very close. I feel like our offense, they are 90% there, and they're going to keep getting better, and they're going to keep astounding us, I think, as the season goes on. I think our defense is like 60% there, and I think they're going to keep getting better. They're going to keep getting it together. They're going to keep tackling better, doing better, getting the angles right, getting the guys wrapped up. I really feel like it's all going to come together as the season goes on. And so I really hope that we see a big jump from them this week. And I believe in Lou. I know he can get these guys together. I know he can get these guys ready. So I am looking forward to it.
Yeah, it's a very big game. And I think that the ones that are so scary like this, the ones that kind of make you go, ugh, those are usually the ones that are, the moments of the season. So hopefully we can rise to the occasion.
I kind of feel like Joe lives for those moments. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we usually do. I feel like Joe loves the pressure. He loves being counted out. He loves the pressure. He just thrives under it, I think. And so I really think he's going to have a great day. I think we're going to see a big game out of everybody. All right, let's do Kayla's injury report. You know, it's the belly button here for me.
It's never gonna not be funny.
It's just we can never change the graphic. I can keep darkening my hair darker and darker red, and we have to keep that graphic forever.
Forever. It's cemented into my whatever this is, my brand tab. All right, Kayla, give us some good news.
All right. So Miles Murphy, McKinley Jackson, Trey Hendrickson, BJ Hill back to practice. Hendrickson, Pratt, and BJ Hill were all limited in practice, but it's Wednesday, so we'll see how tomorrow shakes out. Rankins and Mike Hilton did not practice today, but it's Wednesday, so we'll keep watching tomorrow.
Could be rest day, yeah.
Yeah, we don't know yet. The Ravens did have a couple of people limited in practice, but they had 0 did not practice. So they're at full strength. So
all right. Bring it on. Honestly, I feel like
no excuses for them.
That part.
Get everybody healthy and really go toe to toe, because I don't want any crying. I don't want any excuses, you know?
Yep.
They love that. They love to do that.
They do.
All right. Well, I forgot about my highlights. Thanks, Cap. All right, let's watch some highlights from Sunday, just because it was a lot of fun. All right. Let's see. I don't know what I'm looking at here. Oh, this was when they stopped him at the goal line. Yes. So, you know, it's funny because I was a little freaked out when they started rolling down the field to open the drive, open the game. And I was like, oh boy, here we go. But then this goal line stop really gave me faith that this defense was starting to turn it around. And look how excited they all are. They're like, we stopped them. And Lou's like, girl. So loved that. Loved that. All right. What you got, Andy? Oh, yeah. That was the interception. That was beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Yeah, Trey got a hand on it. I don't think that interception was technically on Andy, but I was happy to have it. Yes, that Chase Brown run. I love it.
My fantasy team was very happy this week. Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
Oh.
What'd you say? Sorry. Yeah. What'd you say, Jerry? I missed what you said.
Oh, I said my fantasy team was very happy.
Do you have Chase on your fantasy team?
Well, did you guys see? We do FanDuel, and so you pick a new team every week, but we have like a FanDuel league, and I had him on there, so nice. I was very happy about that.
I was laughing because Bridget said Ben dropped him from his fantasy team, and
Ben.
He said, against my advice, Ben has dropped Chase Brown from his fantasy league. So anyway,
tell him to drop the Bengals defense.
Exactly. Drop everybody.
Do it.
Take one for the team, Ben.
But did you guys see where somebody threw a drink on him as he was leaving?
Horrible. I was heartbroken. Like, he had
Who
such
does
a
that?
game, and like he couldn't even really celebrate afterward.
I was like, you know, it's funny because we had a pretty good experience overall. I mean, there's always some people that want to say weird things too, but you know, for the most part, I feel like we had a pretty good time in Carolina. But oof, boy, I'm glad I didn't see that. That was hateful. Don't do that, y'all. I don't care who it is. But anyway, I digress. All right, back to the video. What do we got here? Oh, why are you playing? Oh, there it goes. Oh yeah. This run. Oh, the same run. Same run, different angle. Got it. All right. 3rd and 3. Oh, I love that. This man's calf muscles. He put that whole touchdown on his calf muscles. And if you have ever seen this man's calf muscles, you will understand what I'm talking about. I mean, the strength to stay upright when they almost had him down. And I realized that their defense is not rated all that well either. But I mean, to be able to stay on your feet like that. And yeah, here's another angle of that. I mean, this guy thought he had him. That guy thought he had him. That guy thought he had him. Nope.
And then look at T
running with him. That's
ain't none of y'all had him. He said he was ready to lay somebody out without block.
Oh, he was. You could totally tell he was.
I love it.
But the laugh I laughed when somebody asked Jamar if he had like lathered himself with baby oil before the game, and he just looked at him like, "We can't talk about baby oil now, guys."
I know.
Like, I was laughing so hard because he thought.
Funny.
I think he thought he was being like punked or something.
Yeah,
but
the reaction.
Yeah, he was like, "You can't joke about that right now."
Okay, can I digress for 1 second and say that like his P. Diddy's lawyers were trying to say like, oh, it's from Costco. Everybody shops at Costco. And then Costco was like, absolutely not. We did not sell that.
Costco's like, anyway. I would like to be excused from this narrative.
Costco was like, keep my name out your mouth. Like, why are you talking about me? Like, this is your problem. Like, don't bring me into this. All right. Sorry. That is funny though. Matthew says, facts, his contract balance is ridiculous. Give him as much money as he wants. LOL. Yes, Matthew. I think we all can agree with that. Okay. All right. What do we got now? Let's see. Let me go back a little bit because I don't know where I am. Okay. That was another angle of the that run. That was such a great play. Oh yeah. That's the one where he slipped, but he got in.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Way to make something out of, I don't know what that was maybe supposed to be, but doesn't matter. All that matters is that it worked.
I really like Zach Moss too. We talk so much about Chase Brown, but he plays with a lot of grit and I mean, yeah.
Yes, he's amazing. I mean, he's amazing, and he has been. I know I can only speak for myself, but I was very sad when Joe Mixon left. I'm still sad because I will always love, it's much like Andy Dalton. I will always love Joe Mixon. He will always have a place in my heart. But I was honestly worried about the future of our running back room when Joe Mixon left. But I think that Moss has really stepped in. He's been that veteran, on a 2-year contract. I really feel like Chase Brown can kind of ping off of each other and be really, really great together. And I'm super excited. I literally could not be more happy with the state of this running back room because I really thought it was going to be kind of a mess this year. So I'm super happy I was wrong about that. But Zach scores on Bengals legend. Sorry. Yeah. Okay. Is that it? That's it. So yeah, so much fun, so much good stuff. I really loved it. And I can't wait to see what happens on Sunday. I think some people's criticism of the Carolina game was that their defense isn't all that great. So, okay, maybe our offense looked extra stellar against their defense. That's maybe not great, but I think that, like we've said, as the season goes on, I think they're going to keep getting better and they're going to keep rising to the challenges. I mean, you only can play what's in front of you, right? It's not their fault that their defense wasn't that great, but I think everybody had a pretty darn good game. So can't be. And it's funny, we brought up the T doing the block, and one guy we haven't talked about today is the beautiful Andre Yoshibas. He has been out there throwing blocks too. Yep. So I think that's great. I love seeing that. As he, I feel like, has solidified himself as wide receiver number 3 behind Jamar and T. And so I'm super happy to see him out there being so productive on this offense as well. I think everybody just fits so well together, and I think it's just going to keep getting better as the years go on. I really feel like these guys are going to kind of carve out their niche in this offense, and it's going to be really, really amazing to see. I love all the young guys we've got on this team. So I'm super encouraged, super excited for years to come. So, all right. Anybody have anything else? Jerry, have you bought anything lately?
I haven't actually. Maybe that's why we've been losing.
Oh,
I've been good. Shopping. I did buy a couple of things when we were in Cincinnati, but I've been pretty good.
Good. I got a new jacket, Mitchell and Ness. It's a really cute. I was wearing it. Saturday night in Charlotte. It's got the unhinged tiger on the back. This one. This unhinged tiger. It's got the unhinged tiger on the back of it. It's like black. It's like a black, like
I know which one you're talking about.
It's cropped. Oh, yes. It's super cute, and it's that like windbreaker material. It doesn't have a hood or anything. It's just like a track jacket, and it's cropped, and it's got like a white sleeve or a white stripe down the sleeve. And then my favorite on the back, and on the front it just says Bengals, like how the old helmets used to say Bengals on the side. So super cute. Love that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what else I've gotten lately. That's the newest thing for sure. That I'm super excited about. But
I finally picked up the Sam Hubbard locker.
Oh yeah, Cap won a Sam Hubbard locker from Donato's Pizza. So
oh, nice.
That's awesome.
Thank you to Donato's Pizza for giving us a piece of furniture. I don't know where I'm gonna put it, but we'll figure it out. So, all righty. Well, I'm really excited to see you guys on Sunday. I hope to see you guys all there as well. We'll be in lot 1 at 9 a.m. till about 10 to 11 or so. We'll start heading in, but we will see you there, and hope everybody has a good rest of their week. Hoo day, everybody.
Hoo
Hoo day.
day.